Hey, Marcus, how predictable do you think that performance from the secondary was the other night? Because y'all had some issues last
Yeah.
year, and I think they didn't even have a 20-yard completion until the last play.
Pass. Yeah. I think we wanted to clean up our communication and our pass defense for sure. That's something we've been hammering in the entire offseason, and I thought we did a good job of cleaning up the communication, being like super demonstrative at safeties, getting the call to the corners. But I mean, I think there's levels to it, and there's always another level we can take for next week and the week after that.
How much of progress do you feel like you've made personally?
I think I've made progress from last year. I think my second year being the SEC, I feel a lot more comfortable. I feel like I'm playing faster, my reads are faster. But like I said, I even for myself, like there's levels I can get to with my tackling, my pursuit to the ball, leverage. Like there's levels to it.
And you were very productive in that game. I think it was 7 tackles, 2 passes broken up. Just was there? First of all, was there a play that you made that kind of stood out to you? And is that what we should expect from you consistently?
Yeah, I definitely want to be a productive player, consistent. That's always the goal for anyone. And for me, the play that stood out was the almost interception. I got to catch that, and I should have made that play.
Yeah, because you've had a bunch of interceptions last year.
Yeah.
I got better hands.
I got to make that play.
What do you see from Utah State as you guys started to scout them and get ready for this one?
Yeah, they're a good team. They do a lot formation-wise. They do a lot of shifts, trades. They'll run some 2-back, 3-back, and so that's something we have to prepare for. I think communication this week is going to be at a premium, even more compared to last week, just because of all the shifts and trades they do. And so that's something today we were really hammering in.
So you talked about communication in UTSA. Anything else you guys did well that maybe you didn't do as well last year in that game?
That's a good question. I think our pass defense improved a lot. I think our corners did a really good job of shutting down the receivers. Like you mentioned, they didn't really complete any long passes like that against us, and I think that'll be a trend moving forward.
What needs to improve when you guys looked at the film? What points did you say, hey, we need to get better at?
I think tackling overall as a defense, we can all be better tackling for sure. There's runs that should not have spit out. There were some misfits where there's just no guys in the right hole, and we definitely got to clean that up.
That wasn't you, though. Were you in the right place all the time?
Not all the time. I can improve too.
What do you think getting Dalton Brooks back will do to help you guys?
Yeah, he's a great safety. Me, Bryce, him, Miles, our whole entire safety room, we pride ourselves in just working hard every single day, and so having a lot of depth in the safety room helps us all.
Marcus, is there something different physically with you from last year? And if so, how has that changed you maybe mentally on the field?
Yeah, I think getting stronger and faster and really getting rid of like the lower body injuries I was dealing with last year has helped me just to play super fast and more aggressive, not so like hesitant. And so I think mentally that really just allows me to play fast.
Another dynamic running back this week in Miles Davis. What can you guys do to kind of share some of the things that happened last week in the run game?
Could you repeat the question? Sorry.
So another dynamic running back this week in Miles Davis. How do you shore up to make sure he doesn't have the same type of impact that Robert Henry was able to have last week?
Yeah, I think that started yesterday really in practice in scout versus or good on good. Finishing on our running backs the right way, getting our footwork right, making sure we're wrapping up, being strong in our wraps. And if we do all that, then we'll completely be fine.
Perspective on KC's punt return, and what do you remember about?
Yeah, that was insane. I was like, wow, there's no way he's taking this back, and then he took it back. So he's a crazy good athlete.
Hey, Marcus, what was said at halftime that led you guys to 6 points in a row? Did Elko make any comments in specific?
Yeah, I think we changed a little bit scheme-wise. We tweaked a little things scheme-wise. Like I said, I think the big runs were really just misfits by a couple players, and when we clean those misfits up, we completely stopped them. The play they spit on, they ran that same play against the same defensive coverage, and we stopped it for -2 in the second half. And so, yeah, it was just misfits really.
You've got some experience in the Mountain West, right?
Yeah.
So what what should you tell your guys if you had the conversation about what to expect from these guys from, they come from that conference?
I mean, they play tough for sure. They're going to play with a chip on their shoulder. I know what every one of those players is thinking. They think they should be at this level, and so they're going to play hard. And they're going to play hard, especially because they're playing against us. This is their shot to prove they should be at this level. And so it's no like let down game. We can't go in there thinking we're just going to give us something. So we definitely have to play harder than they do.
Did you face Utah State over in St.
Yeah, I did my freshman year.
What,
Yeah.
what do you remember about that game that you had against them?
I think it went to like triple overtime. They barely beat us last overtime. Yeah, but it was a good game. They play hard.
So you had to go against Craver a lot in fall camp. What
Yeah.
makes him so good, able to make those plays he made?
Well, I think I was so coach. I think well, I mean, I know you guys have seen he's insanely shifty. He can move incredibly well laterally and vertically. Super fast, super smart player. He knows football. And he's just a dog, honestly. Like he's a winner.
Coach talked about finding the joy
Super Mario.
for some of the older guys, just in every single game. It seemed like from your first snap to your last, you brought so much energy. Do you feel like you went out there just with a new perspective, maybe?
Yeah, honestly, I just went out there and had fun. Like I said, I think in the offseason I really worked hard to get stronger, get faster, and Coach Moffitt and his staff did a great job of developing me the entire offseason. So when I went out there, I just went out with full confidence, knowing I've been trained to do what I need to do.
You mentioned some of the misfits. What would you say? Is there like one or two reasons why they're happening, and how fixable do you think they are?
They're super fixable. I think there's a plentiful of reasons on why that could happen, either like fatigue or maybe you just forget the call, see the wrong call. There's a lot of reasons on why that could happen. And yeah, that's an easy fix, super easy fix.
Marcel Reed, great game Saturday night, almost 300 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Just what have you seen from just defending his passes throughout camp?
Yeah, he's an amazing leader, an amazing quarterback. I believe he's a true dual threat. He can defeat you passing the ball, and then if he wants to, he can defeat you running the ball. And so teams definitely have to worry about both aspects.
What do you think of the LED lights? You take a minute to maybe watch them at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no, they were sick. I've never seen LED lights in person. That was my first time, and so yeah, that was amazing.
So you're playing Utah State. Is it hard not to think about Notre Dame?
No, honestly, not really, because Utah State is capable of beating us, and so I don't want to get beat by Utah State, so we have to think about them first. Yeah.